Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you how I pack when I travel for all season, and most importantly, if and when you have to board a plane. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sorry if I'm squinting, the sun is really strong. There's definitely plenty of ways on how to pack depending on per person. I would like to show how I do things because some people are interested in that. They find ways or want to learn ways how to pack less and less every time, how to make their packing easy and more streamlined. And that's always what I'm searching for, is I can always make this better, right? And I do not like to check in bags. Even if it's allowed, even if the ticket allows 2 check bags and a carry-on, I don't like checking bags because when I get out of the plane, I just want to get out of the airport, so I just get my bag and walk out. Sorry guys, the sun is too much. I'm talking to you guys with my eyes closed, so I might as well wear sunglasses. I've traveled a few times with motorcycle gear overseas because I want to ride safely overseas. Prior to that, I have traveled and ridden motorcycles overseas without gear, which is not safe. And you know, you're taking chances every time. So lately, I've just been bringing them with me, whether or not I end up riding or renting a motorcycle or not. At least I know that if I end up getting a motorcycle there, then I feel more confident riding. Sometimes you get lucky, like when I was in Bolivia, the rental place had gear that I can fit, but even then it was very minimal and they actually do not fit me because most of their gear fits more of the bigger size people. So the helmet was loose, the gloves were big, and the boots were a little big, but it's better than nothing, right? This packing setup I have here is basically for all seasons. So I did pack winter clothes, summer clothes, and before I get started, what's not in here is basically what I would be wearing. I would wear my motorcycle gear onto the plane because there's no way I can fit motorcycle gear in here and wear this on the plane. There's just no way. So what I do is I wear my base layer. If it's cold outside and I'm gonna step outside, go to the airport, then I'm gonna wear my winter base layer. So leggings, top, my winter, what do you call this, buff. And then I would wear my riding jacket, my riding pants, and my motorcycle boots. So my regular shoes would be in this bag. I have my helmet in this bag. And if you want to be extra comfortable, you can remove the pads and pack them inside your helmet. That way they don't take up that much space. But one thing you can't really put, well, I can't put in here is my back protector because my back protector is bigger in length than my backpack. But like I said, everybody's got different backpacks. People who are bigger than me probably have a bigger backpack when they pack. So you know, everybody's packing works differently. I wanted to show you guys what's inside these bags and how I pack them and how to keep them organized. Let's start with my backpack. I know in my old videos I have talked about the possible how many liters this bag could be. It's very expandable. It's actually a skateboarding backpack. And this is actually my third one of the type. Here, I've traveled with this exact brand backpack, this exact make and model of backpack for over a decade, and it's worked for me perfectly. So over here, as you see, I'm gonna open it and just show you guys what's in here. I forgot to pack my shorts, so that's why it's on the very top. It's usually not there. I have my other shoes that's not motorcycle. And for me, I bring either flip-flops or Crocs. Sometimes I bring sneakers, but realistically when I travel, I don't go to fancy places, so it doesn't really matter what I wear because it's either like bistro or grocery stores, so it doesn't really matter. Speaking of which, if you are wanting to pack light but still bring really nice clothes to where you can go to a nice dinner without getting questioned or not being accepted into the restaurant, you can do that. For men and women, there's packable travel nice dresses and shirts and slacks that you can just fold up and roll really nicely. And here's the giveaway, or here's the caveat, I should say, is that one pair of shoes that you're gonna bring, that's gonna be for your nice dinner out sort of deal. So for me, I can't sacrifice that, so I'm just gonna bring Crocs because I can hike in Crocs and I can hike on my motorcycle boots, and it just works out for me that way. And I can forego the Michelin star restaurant that I would visit there. Actually, if you really want to, and this does not apply for everybody because not everybody has a lot of money to just like shell out like that. Of course, if you're gonna go to places like that, there's gonna be stores that sell these nice things and you can just buy them there. Or better yet, there might be like Goodwill or something like a charity store that you can find a gem, whatever. It really depends on what kind of traveling you are into. But for this purposes, this is my type of traveling, which is very kind of, I just do what I want and I don't go to expensive places like that. Just a bunch of exploring, very chill type of traveling. This is my wallet. I normally have this with me, but for the purpose of filming, I didn't want to forget about it. So of course you have your passport and whatever you need in here. My toiletries. I have toned it down a lot. As you can see, there is no makeup there. You know, for the women there, you know, you want to look good and you want to bring makeup, you can have super minimal stuff like an eyebrow pencil and a lipstick at the most. So you can use an eyebrow / eyeliner type of pencil, then it won't take up so much space. But this thing, you know, they want you to have a bag that fits all your liquids here. And for me, what I really need is lotion because my skin is super sensitive, and if it gets really dry, I break into hives. And sunscreen for the same reason. And what I use for moisturizer is this oil concoction that I make. This is basically, I made this up, so you can't buy it anywhere. I did talk about what I put in here in one of my older travel videos. If you're interested in that, I always bring tea tree oil because it's antibacterial. And if instead of, you know, if you run out of alcohol, whatever, you can use it to disinfect whatever you need to disinfect. And I have a little bit of hand sanitizer here because, you know, COVID, now everybody's bringing hand sanitizer, so I just have a little bit of there. And toothbrush. So I have a little small comb there. I'm just gonna take it out of the bag so you guys can see it clearly. I have the Sonicare toothbrush. I just bring the top part of it. I know. I mean, I wish I could bring the motored one too, but I didn't want to because it takes up space. And honestly, since I started filming and taking filming equipment with me during travel, the weight of my quote-unquote luggage is at least times 5 to times 10 of the previous weight it's ever been when I don't film anything. Because of the batteries, they really weigh a lot in the cameras. And floss, I have nail clippers, I have tweezers. You never know when you get thorns on any part of your body and you need to pluck them out. You'll be glad you have tweezers. And I have this because you can't carry scissors with you, even small suture removal scissors with you to fix your eyebrows. So at least my eyebrows won't be bushy. I have these little containers that I transfer toothpaste to. and deodorant, because otherwise they will take up a lot of space. So I transfer them in these little containers, and they fit nicely. I just flatten them like that and close this back up. There, toiletries. So when they say take out your liquids, I just pull this thing out, put it there, and it's all good. I have this multi-outlet, how do you call this system? Because I have been to hostels that your plug is only one plug, and I need plug for the phone, you know, GoPro, drone. It's this works perfectly. And over here is my drone controller. I just put it like that. And I was using my sunglasses. I put it in a soft bag. The problem is, I mean, hard cases are nice, but hard cases also take more space. I just take very good care of my bag because everything here is soft, because otherwise this bag cannot be this small if I have hard cases left and right for my organizer. This pouch here is my pouch for batteries, GoPro batteries, drone batteries, and another multi-system USB system here, because, you know, it just makes it easier to have that. I also have multi-bank charger for GoPro, a couple of these GoPro USB chargers, and definitely a lot of these. I have at least 13, 15 of these in here. That's why it's huge. I want to show you everything that's actually in here, because that way you have an idea of how much stuff I bring with me. I have this because you can use this to read the micro SD card from your GoPro. I also have this because I can plug my phone into that USB reader and read that USB card that's in the GoPro. I want to remind you guys that when I travel, I don't bring a laptop. I actually do not own a computer or a laptop. I edit everything through my little cell phone, which sometimes creates a problem because the sound that comes out of there when I am editing, sometimes I edit with earphones to see how the sound comes out, and then sometimes I edit without the earphones to switch things out. I'm still kind of playing with the quality of the filming using the cell phone as an editor. But then I watch it on a big screen and the sound is kind of off. So yeah, I'm still experimenting with that. So far it works, and I really like not having to carry an extra computer or laptop or anything like that, because as you saw, the bags are already tightly packed. I have really bad joint inflammation right here on my what is that, outer forearm. So if I don't have to use my grip for anything, if I can make it easier on myself, I do. And this is to adjust the GoPro screws, basically. I also bring a couple of these screws with me in case they break, because they do break, and I've had a few broke on me while I am traveling. And I have one extra DJI battery. I also bring 3M double-sided tape. This is to mount my GoPro onto my helmet, and there are times that the temperature has been really high and it's caused the sticky to loosen itself up, so I just replace it on the spot. And this is just a case full of micro SD cards and this thing to take them out of my phone. And over here is my drone charger. I bring a Ziploc full of cotton balls and Q-tips. You never know when you need them. This is actually a waterproof rain jacket for this backpack. Not specific to this, but it's basically for any backpack. So because this backpack is water resistant but not rainproof, so I need to put the shell on so that it doesn't get wet. I have another bag for more GoPro chargers. My charger for my helmet. What do you call this? For my cardo, not for my helmet, but for the cardo, for the helmet. Once again, more of these. And I have another one for Kyle, because now, of course, when I go somewhere, he wants to go too. So I am bringing extra batteries and extra cardo chargers. I'm pretty much bringing all the electronics. So my backpack is a little heavy. And once they are on the bike, they don't weigh much, you know. It's only when you have to hike somewhere and you don't have the bike with you, then that's a problem because it gets really heavy. I have a bunch of masks because now you have to travel with mask. And of course, first aid slash medications kit. Most of the time, they don't give you trouble for medications being separate than the toiletry, but if they do, they're just right there, and there's literally just a couple of tubes that would definitely fit in here. If they're being picky about it. They've never been with me, so I've just been leaving it like that. I always bring microfiber cloth because they're useful to clean your helmet, to clean your waterproof jacket or anything. When something gets dirty, you can just wet the microfiber and use it to brush your bag or whatever. They're really useful. There's one more thing in this main opening bag, and the reason why I like this bag is because it opens like that. I don't like bags that just opens on the top and then you have to kind of dig into things that are on the bottom, which is basically what happens when you bring a dry bag. They're nice if you're doing a lot of things where you know you're going to get wet, but this is more accessible. Here is all my clothes. This is actually a compressible bag, but I just don't compress it because there's no need to. The clothes themselves are compressible. Let's see what's inside. This is my favorite hat. I like it because when it's windy, you can tighten it with this. And it also comes with this one, wraps around the back and acts as a shield if you're hiking and it's really sunny. You don't want to get a sunburn on the back of your neck. And this is basically, it hooks up onto the, like that. I guess technically it's a fisherman's hat, and you have all these connections here that you can connect them to. By the way, I think I do have links of most of these things that I carry with me in the description below if you guys are interested. And if they're not there, you can always message me. Best to leave comments on the comment section below. I do have an Instagram, and I think I have some other social media. I don't check them. I'm really bad at that. I only check the YouTube stuff religiously. Only that one. It's too much. I can't keep up. I'm not very hooked on social media. I don't really watch TV. I try to not look at screens when I don't need to. And here is my summer buff. This one I'm wearing right now is for winter. This is for summer. And puff jacket. This is a packable puff jacket that has a hood, a hoodie. I chose the one with a hoodie because if I'm cold, I want to be able to put the hood over my head and be warmer that way. And then I have my hat for cold weather. I have my rain jacket. I have a couple of sports bras. What I do is I actually use like the shorts that I forgot to pack in there, like these, basically quick dry workout clothes. that doubles up as swim attire. So I don't pack separate swimwear because that just takes up space once again. And over here is my 250 gram merino wool base layer. So this is for the winter. This is my winter base layer. Yeah, it's really comfortable. In the beginning, when I first got it, it was really scratchy because it's wool, and I just basically washed it 10 times and now it's soft. I have two quick dry tank tops for the warm weather. I have my other long sleeve shirt. So I only bring one summer long sleeve shirt and one winter long sleeve shirt. Don't judge me. The material of the clothes that I use, they're always either quick dry or merino wool, which is also pretty much quick dry. The reason being is because when I'm traveling, I don't bring that many clothes as you saw, and I wash them every night. If I can, I wash them every night. And because they're quick dry, they either dry within a couple of hours or overnight. If it's really cold and there's, it's just hard to dry them, they at least dry overnight. I have two wool socks, and the third one would be the one I'm wearing. The idea is you have three things, three sets. That way it's you wash one, you wear one, and you dry one, and then you just rotate through those three. It's been working for me, so hopefully it works for you too. I always bring my own towel. This is a quick dry towel, and it's actually large enough that I can wrap it around my body, but look how small it folds into. The reason why I wanted a bigger towel like this instead, I used to have a smaller one, is because I use this to wring my clothes after I wash them, and that also helps dry it faster. And my trusty clothesline, do-it-yourself clothesline made of rubber bands, because I did not want to be bothered to buy one for like 30 bucks, I guess, or 50. I don't know how much they cost, but when I can make it myself, I just make it myself. And then I also have this mesh bag, because if I cannot wash my clothes, I put them in this mesh bag and they are put somewhere else because I don't want them mixed with my clean clothes. Quick dry underwear, I have 3 in there. I forgot to show you guys a few things because I forgot to open the side pockets or the other pockets of this bag, and I only showed you the big pocket. So from the side pockets here was basically where I usually keep my cell phone charger with extra long cable, my wireless earbuds, my charger for the earbuds, and a bunch of these dual plugs. They all go in that side pocket. And this big thing, I actually forgot. I'm like, okay, if I'm traveling internationally, I always bring this because look at that. It has extra USBs. It's got all the plugs of all the countries you'd ever think you're gonna go to. So it's been working great. And this just goes in the main pocket somewhere in there. I also always bring desiccants. I have a few of these that I keep in the inner pocket of basically just in here, because I've traveled to humid countries where my things got really damp and I was afraid it's gonna ruin the electronics, much less have damp clothes, And because I have long hair, I have a bunch of hair ties and mini clamps that I just keep on top here. And I actually also have disposable earplugs in case I lose my other earplugs. And I usually have an eye mask also, because when I sleep I just want darkness. So I have that. I have earplugs. I have this. The only reason I have this is for the airplane, because many times, every time I'm on an airplane, most of the time it's really hot and it's very uncomfortable. So I just wear this around my neck, and it's like a mini fan that uses AA batteries. So I have that. And all these things fit in these side pockets here, right there. And this fan usually is in the main pocket, if not on the front pocket here. I also bring my own pens because I just like to do that. Over here, we have my helmet bag, which is great because if I just bring a simple helmet bag cloth, then I can't bring more stuff. And I do need more stuff because I am filming when I'm traveling, and this is the only way I can pack everything in. So I have a wrist brace here that I started using because of my tendonitis, which has been bugging me for over a year now. And another microfiber cloth. I bring goggles because when it's really hot, I don't like to put my visor down because it's really hot. I have this is actually jumper cables. The battery pack is under my helmet. I hide my protectors in this bag to make myself more comfortable wearing the jacket for 12 hours or such, whatever length of time I have to sit in the airplane. So here's my helmet. I take out the GoPro holder when I pack it, so that's that. I have the battery pack that can jumpstart a motorcycle and can also charge my phone and has a flashlight, and my drone just here. There, the extra fins helicopter thing is here. More pads, they're all in there. Like I said, the back protector, it has to stay on because it won't fit otherwise. I still bring the helmet cloth because it's not really hurting, so I just keep it on the bottom of the bag. And I need a navigation holder, phone holder basically. So I just bring this, I just take it off my other bike and take it with me. I don't necessarily charge my phone, but because I do have the battery pack and because you can charge this phone, you do have that option to have your phone continuously charging if you want. I always bring motorcycle net. I keep them in this bag so they don't get tangled with other stuff in here. My rock straps, I bring a pair. Rescue me. Of course. Why not? It's small. Winter gloves / rain gloves, because if it's raining, it's gonna get cold anyway. So I have that there. My summer gloves right here. And my custom earplugs, because I always like to ride with earplugs. And here is my GoPro holder. The only thing that I haven't shown you guys is basically my phone. So of course I bring this with me because this is my everything, and that basically what I'm using to record right now. The tripod, the mic, and this whole setup that I'm using to film, I just put the tripod, pack it into its packing size, and take out the stand and put them in my backpack. It fits perfectly. So that backpack fits under the seat in front of me when I'm boarding, and the helmet bag of course has to fit overhead. But with this setup, it's technically a personal bag and a carry-on, and I never had to pay extra. There you go. There's probably things that I forgot to tell you guys, and if you think of anything, you can definitely just ask in the comment section below. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been how I packed for the longest time it's changed a little bit from when you guys saw my first packing videos, because back then I don't intend to ride when I am traveling at all. So definitely way more than my previous videos, but I also did not film when I traveled back then. So it's literally just solely necessities, no filming required, no motorcycle. So from I'll actually show you this old video that I have up on the corner, and also link it on the description below to, if you just want to travel and not film or anything, that's probably a better video for you, or if you don't even ride motorcycles. But this is for somebody who likes to film because they have a YouTube channel or whatever, they like to film for whatever reason, and they ride. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, ride safe everybody. Bye.